Hello everybody, how are we doing today? So, the mob vote has happened, the new update has been announced. I'm fairly underwhelmed, I'll be honest. Okay, so the first new thing I want to go over is the new bamboo wood type thing. It's nothing special really, it's a fairly mid-looking block in my opinion. Fences, doors, planks, but you also get a mosaic variant, which just sort of seems like how bricks have their chiseled variants. It's nothing really to get that excited over. Like I said, I think it's a fairly mid-block. And so with wood, you know how you can make boats? Well, with the bamboo now, you can make rafts, which are literally the exact same. You can even put chests on them. There's nothing new here. It's not faster or anything, so really, what's the point? And the raft does look kind of cool by itself, in my opinion, so you know what? Use the raft. It's just better looking, in my opinion. But it's not exactly groundbreaking, especially later on when you get elytras and that. Next is the camel, which will be a new mob added to the game. Obviously, it'll be in deserts, because, what, you're going to have a camel in snow? No, that's not how it works. Like how horses can jump really high, these camels can basically burst forward, which is good because you can also go over gaps with it. Plus, another cool thing with the camel is that two people can ride it at the same time, which you cannot do with donkeys or horses. Unfortunately though, you cannot put chests on them. Next, we have a new form of sign. We do get to keep the old signs obviously, but this is just a new one. In my opinion, they look a lot better and I'll be using them a lot more often in my worlds. Next, we're giving bookshelves a use. You can get an empty bookshelf which can hold enchanted books and normal books, and you can take them out and you can read the normal books or take up the enchanted book to enchant something, obviously. Obviously, you can still store the books and that in chests, but if you want to get creative and build a library, then feel free, and it'll be really good because you can use it coupled with redstone items to make stuff such as moving bookcases, and people can definitely make some really cool things with it. Next, there will now be 9 default skins, and lastly we have the mob vote. Personally, I was rooting for the Rascal because I felt like it had more features and just would impact your early game a lot more. I also felt like you could use it for farms and that, but anyway, let's go over all 3 mobs. First of all, you have the Tough Golem, and when this was originally leaked, we didn't know what the things it could do would be. Imagine an Iron Golem, but with the tough texture. I felt like it could be some sort of like ancient being, and I just felt like that'd be really cool, but they've absolutely destroyed the mob. First of all, the design isn't as cool as I was picturing in my head, but also it is completely useless. They've completely wasted this mob. Basically, all it does is it goes around your base and nicks your stuff, and then walks around with it. It's useless. It's just going to be a nuisance. Next, the Rascal, my personal favourite. Basically, you play hide and seek with it, and then it gives you something after you found it a certain amount of times. Their example was an enchanted iron pickaxe, and I thought that would be kind of cool, especially if you could find a way to farm the mob. It will be fairly useless late game, but I do feel like it could be a fairly cool thing in like mid game. But the winner, the Sniffer, and basically it will just bring more biodiversity to the world. I think it's kind of cool. It's got a kind of cool design. I just feel like they could have done a little more with it, but it's fine. I'm fine with it winning. I'm just really annoyed with the Tough Golem. They butchered that mob. Yeah, overall I'm fairly disappointed. There's a lot of really exciting ideas people have, such as an end update, which would be kind of cool. Another cool idea was in the ancient cities, you could finally have a portal for that centerpiece, which clearly is meant for a portal. In the trailer for Minecraft Live this year, it did pan towards the portal at the end, and I thought that'd be an indication that it would have something to do with the update, but as far as we know so far, it's not. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed, but hey, we can always wait another year.